Alright, let me set the scene. We'll go back 6 years ago to 2019 when I had a neckbeard, and I was in my room a lot of the time just playing League of Legends. That was all I was doing, putting all my eggs in one basket, and that's all I really wanted to improve at. I wanted to get Diamond and get better at that game, playing Rakan. But I think the problem, or the pitfall I fell into back in the day, was that was the only thing I was doing. Just put all my emotional weight into just playing that game. So when I'd lose, I'd get emotional and frustrated, and the wins didn't feel like anything. Now my approach with Smash is it's not just the only thing I'm doing. I've got lots of different hobbies I'm interested in, whether that be the gym, which is what I'm going to go do now, or guitar, or YouTube as well. Is a little hobby for me as well. And the benefit in just putting your eggs in multiple places is it gives you a lot of foundation, a lot of confidence in yourself. You don't just rely on just one thing and that's it. So regardless of how I do at Smash, the mindset I want to have nowadays is, it's just fun, just a fun little outlet, creative outlet for me, and I think that's a good way to view it nowadays. Another thing as well is when it comes to chores and responsibilities, I think that is another good foundation as well for your confidence and self-esteem in yourself, because no one's excited to go do the washing. You don't, let me just get prepped, do 3 sets of washing. No, it's just something you have to do, and the tasks themselves aren't that difficult, but the hard part is sort of just starting. The motivation to just get started and do those. But if you're on top of cleaning, if you're on top of your chores, responsibilities, things like that, that's another good boost. You're on track, things are going down the right path. Let me see. So this is a little bit of a weird format today because I'm recording it after the tournament. I didn't plan to go to the tournament Wednesday because apparently it was going to be on today, Thursday. So I didn't have my car, couldn't do a car talk. So I'm just recording it now as I'm heading to the gym. But it's Thursday, June 5th. So the Switch 2 just came out, and had a little bit of, tried it out, got everything set up, transferred my Switch data onto the Switch 2, and keen to use that. So far I think Ultimate feels just a little bit better. The skins load faster, so a little nice quality of life, I suppose. I don't really have much more to say. I'll see you for the VOD review. Well, unfortunately my reserve of games to review has dried up, so consequently I'm going to have to review a pretty old set. This is from Curtin Call 7, so let's have a look at the description. I'm pretty sure this was April 2024. Okay, so about 14 months ago. So it'd be interesting to sort of reflect back on how I'm playing here versus how I play nowadays. And this is versus Nostromo Cult, Ridley player who still play against nowadays. Without further ado, let's get into it. I just want to break down a few things. 3, 2, 1, go. So, okay, well, let's break down the game, I guess, into its aspects. So, neutral, advantage, disadvantage. So when it comes to neutral versus Ridley, obviously outranges Wario, kind of struggling to deal with his threat, like how he spaces, how he can throw out options, and I can't really deal with it. But Wario has great out of shield. He has a lot of fast areas, a lot faster than Ridley's. So I can also contest a few things as well. I guess that's how neutral goes. When it comes to advantage, I don't really like edge guarding Ridley for the most part. I can get a couple things like waft super armors, Ridley's up B, or there's a few spots maybe to edge guard, but for the most part, I won't be sending off stage. I actually kind of want to juggle Ridley. I think juggling Ridley is a bit better than edge guarding. Ledge trapping also is good because he's a big body as well. When it comes to disadvantage, well, obviously you don't want to get gimped off stage, get bike taken off stage or anything like that. Juggling's okay, but I can definitely use my airspeed to get out of the way of Ridley's things. But yeah, without further ado, let's break it down. Okay, pretty scary already. Got sent for an offstage situation, but get a little reversal. These are cheeky exchanges. Okay. I am naring. Let's just go back a sec. Okay, so managed to spot dodge the down tilt, but don't really pressure or do anything after this. I think I just dash back. I mean, in this situation, I finally closed the space against Ridley. He used one of his options, but I was able to spot dodge it. I can definitely just get a punish here, or at least like set up something like I can set up a jump, or I could set up a shield here, something like that. Something better than just losing the space for no reason. Or maybe he dashes back and then I can just take stage control there. Anyway, that was just a little observation. That was nice, like that chomp. Cool, yeah, did a good job with that juggle. Definitely don't. I think looking back like how I was playing, I was sort of knowing what I wanted to do ahead of time, not really reacting to each situation. Like, okay, I was shooting there, I'm like, I'm gonna up B out of shield if he hits me. But he hit a super space down till there's no way an out of shield's gonna be able to hit that. Whoa, that was a whack interaction. Lost stage control there. Let's see. Yeah, go for this back air here, but I swear I'm not actually reacting to what Colt's doing, like where he is, because I can definitely just, well, two things. I can either just shark this area, threaten like if he's going to land here or here. I can deal with up air, try time the up air for when he's going to hit the ground, if he air dodge, if he didn't. Or I could just go onto this platform, shield, and then pressure him that way, because it's sort of an underrated setup that I've only realized recently, but a lot of people tend to attack out of disadvantage, out of these aerial situations. So you can set up an out of shield, you can set up a parry. That's another great way to pressure in juggle situations as well. But yeah, I just go for this and just lose stage control completely, get reversaled. Fortunately, don't have to tech there. Sometimes the nair sends you into the stage. Okay, barely living the side B. Ooh, oh, it's still alive. Okay, I like that, just waiting. Cool, yeah, Nostromo wasn't really threatening me on the ground there, so good recognition, just wait. Okay, that's a good example. That situation's essentially what the matchup's about as well. Because, yeah, even though Ridley has the range advantage, if he hits me with a tilt too close to my shield, misspaces, or does a rising aerial, or just does any aerial, tries to hit my shield, basically get a guaranteed punish here. I just do a nair, drift back, so backwards nair, get an up air, another up air, nice. Yep, trying to just keep the stock. Doing a good job keeping my advantage as well. Ooh, yeah, I like that. That's what I remember about this game. Let's go back for a second. Not sure why Nostromo dropped from the ledge there. I think maybe they were going for a drop down jump side B, but yeah, I don't know, maybe just an unfortunate misinput from him. But I like that I didn't really like do too much move, didn't overcomplicate it, just went back a little bit, jumped, timed the waft for when he was going to regrab. That was nice. Yep, just been annoying to kill as well. I was just getting reminded of like, I used to be a bit of a nair bot. Misinput the up throw up air there as well. Just went for a short hop, classic. Especially when he's on 22% as well, you might have to do double jump or IDJ up there. Honestly, I think we're just throwing out stuff. Because I'm pressing a lot of buttons. Like I know about sort of my game plan about out of shield or having the space around. Ridley like sort of approach things from the 45. I like that from Nostromo. Ooh. Damn. Actually almost got me. Nice little juggle from him. Oh! Bike takes it. There you go. Let's see. Ah, okay. So, yeah, just persists, hits him even though there's some armor on the up B to the side. Yeah, that takes it. So, that was a cool little game just to go back on and look at. Obviously, I'd like to just review games like closer to now, so I can get a feel for it. But I guess that was still fun nonetheless. Gym session complete. Pump achieved. Endorphins released. Now, I'm not going to spend too long on this little gym tangent, but I don't think I can understate the benefits you can get from just physical activity, like the gym or running or whatever form of sports activity you enjoy. I think it's super good for just mental health, physical health, and if you're Smash oriented, I think there's a benefit there for Smash as well, just improving your overall health. I mean, it's just one of a lot of factors, I suppose, that go into tourney performance. Like, are you hydrated enough? Have you eaten enough? Have you slept enough? Now, I don't think a lot of people actually talk about those sort of things. They're kind of boring. You know, no one likes talking about getting their 8 hours of sleep, but that is important if you want to be at peak performance when it comes to Smash. So yeah, anyway, enough about the gym. Let's talk about how my tournament went. A little bit of a weird bracket actually. I might just show it now. I ended up versing 2 DQs, so just sort of didn't do anything for the first 30 minutes. Then I got straight into winners round 3 against Eva, who I was seeded to lose against. But I think I did better than I did previously against her. I think we versed about like a month ago or something like that. And yeah, I think she 3-0'd me or something like that. So yeah, it was nice to, even though the result was 2-0, but in the second game, I was pretty happy with how I performed. I hit a nice waft, second stock. It was like a nair 1-2, up air, then reverse. Well, I did an IDJ, a reverse nair onto the platform. The nair 2 hits, and then I just sort of jumped, hit a waft after that. But I don't really like being up against these like PR players because it gets my hopes up too much, and I want to hold on to the lead too much. So, and maybe there's something to look at, like just staying calm in those moments, not being frantic to win. So anyway, after Eva, I versed Improve, and yeah, I was pretty happy with that game as well. I've got a lot of familiarity with Wolf because I versed my sparring partner Jake. He's my roommate. We verse all the time, so I'm pretty familiar with the matchup. So game 1, I went up. I was sort of doing a good job out of shield, punishing him for doing his moves. But that meant in the next 2 games, he really slowed it down, was using laser pretty well. So to stay actionable, I was sort of just walking, shielding, threatening to maybe dash, shield, and then punish him for doing laser or maybe jump, just maybe doing different options to do that. But he was doing a good job of recognizing what I was doing in those situations. For example, if I was jumping in to try hit his laser or try punish him for doing laser, he'd just dash back, do F2 instead, or something like that. Maybe dash back, then jump and get fair, get his combo started that way. But hit a nice move. Well, it was a nice situation game 3 where he was up, or he was at about 5%, I was at 80% second stock. And there was this weird interaction where like our nairs traded and we both got sent off stage. And I sort of recognized I didn't rush anything. I just sort of waited off stage, hovered, waited for him to do up B, and then I just like jumped, chomped him, and like went for an SD. So that was pretty cool. I was happy with that recognition there. And waft usage was good as well. I hit a few up tilt wafts as well, but just didn't close out in the end, lost 1-2, and that's okay. I mean, in the end, I went 0-2, got 9th, which is a crazy statement to say, but I wasn't too unhappy with anything. Like, I think now I've got good recognition to, like good recognition that I'm not in a rush to go anywhere, not in a rush to prove myself. I'm just chilling, just slowly improving over time. If I was to change what I said last week about growth not linear, it's sort of like plateauing exponential, I think I found a better analogy for it. I think growth is a spiral. You sort of can sort of loop around in the same sort of area, but then sometimes you go up, sometimes you loop in the same area, then you go up in big spirals, I suppose. So yeah, that's just how I'm viewing things now, and I feel like, you know, sort of a weight off my shoulders. I'm not in a rush to get PR, a rush to do anything or prove myself. I'm just here to have a fun time and here to just enjoy the journey, you know. There's a nice analogy Sam Sulik said recently, which is the person who's going to walk the most, I guess, walk the furthest, isn't the one who's trying to get to the destination quickest or anything like that, get to the destination. It's the person who actually enjoys walking. So that's a nice little way to phrase it, I suppose. Just, you know, enjoy the ride, enjoy the journey, and the process has been fun as it is. So yeah, nothing really more than that. I guess for my Cartesian coordinate lovers, the growth is a spiral analogy is X is R cos AT, Y is R sine AT, and Z is BT, where T is some evolution parameter. Anyway, enough of that, enough of the math talk. I'll catch you next week, Friday, for hopefully a fun little tournament. See you then.